I suppose animals can pick up on energies better than humans can, and I think I'm in a very vulnerable state right now because of the Tesmacal one, but also because I've been running with this person for a while, and I knew that I don't know what it is that I know, but I know something, and it will bring you now closer. I think you can see me actually. Bring you here in between. Welcome to the Hunter Tally podcast. We have just completed a test macabre, and it's beautiful because I'm finally doing it in a place where it originated. I've done it many times in Africa, South Africa to be specific, Cape Town to be even more specific, but it has never hit this close to home, to feel so true, so hot, so connected. I did it with Vanessa. Vanessa, it seems as she's about to leave my life for a little bit. And I think it is necessary for the both of us on our journey, and paths oftentimes intertwine like a very beautiful vine, but at the end, they're supposed to branch out into their own flowers. And so we come into each other's lives in this existence for us to learn from each other, from us to grow, but that doesn't always mean you're supposed to stay together. And I think that's a very beautiful thing that I'm learning in this moment, and I believe she's learning the same. I'm going to move you out just a little bit. And so that's where we currently stand inside of this Des Macabre. I've went through so many different thoughts and emotions and understandings of heat, fire. Fire burns and it allows for creation. The heat is what causes you to burn and burn things that don't belong to you, aren't meant for you anymore. And then the water allows for it to turn to steam. So now the steam engulfs the body. And when the water and the fire actually begin to dance, it makes the sound of this. If it's too much fire, then it burns. But when they come together, well, now you make steam. It's beautiful and it's challenging. And on this journey, if it seems too easy to be, if it seems too good to be true, and let's call good easy, it's probably the wrong way. That's what I've learned. And that's what I've come to know. I am exhausted, but this Tesmacal has brought me so much insight into how strong the person that I've been running with for the past couple of months, I suppose, actually is, because in the way that we oftentimes see it, we see the physicality of the world to be that which is. Your muscles or your mental strength or your inability to manage your emotions. Well, that's strength in the physical, but then when you get put into the spiritual, well, that can change entirely. And now the most physically strong people can break down because they realize that they're not actually the most spiritually strong. Look at that. I have never seen this dog before. It just came out of nowhere. But I suppose animals can pick up on energies better than humans can. And I think I'm in a very vulnerable state right now. Because of the Tesmacal one, but also because I've been running with this person for a while, and I knew that I don't know what it is that I know, but I know something. And oftentimes as men, we love to think that we're the ones who are doing the teaching or doing the leading. But then when you take a step back, you realize that actually maybe it wasn't me that was doing the teaching or the leading, but actually I was doing the learning, or we're teaching each other. And I think that's what I took the most from this Tesmacal, this sweat lodge, because I was surrounded by women. Actually, the first sweat lodge that I did, I think it was 8 men, maybe 2 women, and one of the women was the practitioner. The second sweat lodge, I would say it was a little bit more even, where it was roughly 6 girls, 6 guys, más o menos. This one was me and 6 women. And I would say that this was absolutely the most challenging sweat lodge, and I am exhausted. And I send love and blessings to you who watch, but also to my family, who we're all going through very different paths in this existence, and we're come together for this journey. And I send love to my mother, who we're currently not speaking, but we're not speaking because we're not supposed to at this time, and that's okay. And I send love to my brother because he's also on his own journey to understand self. And so in this life, we oftentimes get so caught up in the moment. As humans, what we do is we fragment ourselves in moments. And so it's easy to say, oh, I am this, or this is what this is. But when you look at yourself as a granular existence of the dirt that made up the tree, which then burned down, that was turned into mud when it rained, and then that mud was collected by the soil, and then the soil gave life to the next tree. Now you see yourself as a continuation of as a bunch of trees. When you see your life as that, well, now it's harder to dissect yourself as this, but you are a makeup of a lot of that. And that's where I currently am, is understanding myself as that man who wants to be better, who wants to develop a sense of community, because as I've said in many other podcasts, that's what it's all about. But I want to confirm that I am doing it for the right reasons, because it's very easy to see hubris as nobility, and that's the beauty of community. We are able to play off each other and see ourselves in different lights. I saw Vanessa as such a strong person in this Tez Macau one, where I struggled immensely, and she stood tall. She was even able to sing a song while going through it. So when you see somebody so powerful, it's like, damn. Even though she cries and she shrinks and she feels it all,